And we should be live here for the, uh-oh. Why is that name not changed? Okay, there we go. It should be live now, hopefully. Checking in. Looks good. Bristol Motor Speedway, Bristol 300. Okay, looks like we should be live here for the Days of Thunder Racing League Xfinity Series race here from Bristol Motor Speedway. Okay. That was a lot of hoops to jump through, but we should be good to go here. Okay, hopefully we can start getting some people in here. We should be getting an invite to the race momentarily. Just checking that, making sure we got all that. Yep, there's our invite. Thank you, Gator. And Gator will also be providing stuff to keep up with everything going on. Hopefully we don't get any copyright off the live stream. But yeah, so here we go. We got 2 people watching. Welcome, everybody. Okay, here we go. Loading in. I'm going to start on that. Meanwhile, loading up the Twitch stream to view the race so I can get the lap count off of it. And we should be all good. So they're getting ready to go green. We are going to be missing... okay, so yeah, they are getting ready to go green. They're going to be doing, I believe, a manual pace lap here. No, wait, no, never mind. Looks like they are going green from the start, so we are missing the start. Looks like the number 61 of Stephen Light has taken the lead. I do not know if that was the pole sitter, but my guess is yes. And here we go. We are in the race, and we are live. No, actually, Outlaw in the 8 here was actually the pole sitter. Stephen Light on the outside of the front row, though sometimes at Bristol, that outside lane is the way to go, and it looks like, at least early on, that was the way to go. 36 in trouble, though. Looks like may have been a wrong pit lane choice for him. But, well, my guess is it wasn't intentional, considering how early in the race we are. I can't imagine anyone was considering a green flag pit stop at this point. Looks like the 20 moving up into position. We got King Buzz in the number 22 working his way through the field. We got the, what is that? That's the number 18. All black, looks like a test car possibly. But that car is fairly typical to see black because of certain sponsors that have been on that car recently. The 4 car, you got the 9 of Ty Phil, you got the 08 there of Right Gator, sitting back there in 8th, and we are under the first yellow flag of the event. And I'll give us our first moment to breathe and react to what is going on so far, which has been a fairly typical start to a Bristol race. Looks like the outside lane really starting off as pretty much the dominant lane. Though I wouldn't say it's untouchable yet. Obviously, there's still plenty of time to go, though, in this event, and very well could end up turning into a one-lane racetrack right around the top line. Though I would find that kind of unusual. So here we go. We're going to be getting ready to go back to green flag racing here. It looks like Stephen Light may have lost the lead, though. Who was that that stayed out? It looks like we got the 9 and the 6 on the front row. The 9 instantly starts to try and squeeze the 6 up the track. The 9 looking to the inside. Going to try and make that inside line work. We've seen that outside lane. Oh! Gets into the wall. 3 cars go low. Looks like, oh, we got to pile up in the back. 3 cars around. That is going to bring out yet another yellow light. Oh, the big one at Bristol. Oh, boy. What a joy. So, the big one happens here at Bristol Motor Speedway. Oh. So here we go. We got guys. Oh, it looks like 2 guys already on pit road. I don't know if those are 2 guys who were just really salty about something in that wreck, or if they got knocked down pit road possibly and made it to pit road before the yellow, which would actually put them in a very advantageous position, assuming that is their correct pit road, because with our car count tonight, I'm not convinced we may hit car count to where we've got guys pitting on the backstretch. I mean, not confirmed or anything, but here we go, back to the restart. Pretty much the same situation. You got the 9 and the 6 on the front row here. This time though, the 9 clears early on and goes up to that high line. So far it looks like that outside line has been the preferred line. Any driver that started on the inside lane by habit of being the race leader has wanted to get up there very quickly. And oh, here we go. Stephen Light actually takes the lead on the bottom there amidst all the chaos. Oh, we got 2 cars down low. 13 goes up. I think he may have tagged the 4. Gets tagged by another driver. Possibly the yellow? No, yellow did not come out. Okay. I thought he may have gotten yellow. Oh, but that will be a yellow there. That's 2-3 cars around. Oh, and another hard hit there for the double, or for the single 0 there of Lone Ranger. Another car slid to pit road. It looks like the 7 is the first retiree from the race. Looks like he may have been a little upset over something that happened in the race. Welcome everybody. Hopefully everybody's having a fun start to this race. I know I am. And here we go. Got the links in both. So yeah, we definitely have had a race so far on our hands. Stephen Light has the lead. We got, looks like a number of drivers here already a little upset. We got the 8 car, and looks like we've had a few people who maybe pit under one of these other yellows, and kind of, as we've almost kind of expected here from the first couple yellows, the 9 and the 6 being 2 of those guys staying out, or maybe even taking 2 tires to try and gain track position. Ending up on that front row together, though. The 9 gives the room that the 6 wasn't, to allow for the 6 to get up to the high line earlier, which the 6 didn't give, and ended up causing that first stack up. We got another contact in. Oh, the 61 slides down the inside. Oh, big contact there with the 20 and the 54. That's 2 Toyota teammates. And it looks like that possibly has brought out yet another yellow flag here from the Bristol Speedway tonight. So, definitely a race plagued by yellows so far in the event. Okay. Let's see what's going on. This survey Discord message must have been from a different group. So, here we go. Gonna be getting ready for the restart. Hard to really tell what is gonna happen here on this restart, as we really just don't have any clues to what could happen here. We got the front row starters starting on the back row of the race. We got the 36 now up here in the front, though, the pack. After being kind of sent down pit road, unfortunately, early on. I believe he has now recovered that lap that he probably did lose in going down the wrong pit lane. Contact between the 6 and the 9, gets the 9 into the outside wall. And here we go, going back into turn 1. Oh, the 13 kind of shoving the 9 up the track. Not really a great camera angle. And oh, they wrecked behind. 54. Oh, whoa, that's a big wreck. Not even sure where that second one came from. That might have been AI drivers as the caution and the AI took over, but hard to really tell. And that was a messy start or restart there. I mean, well, we're chopping through our 300 miles here, or 300 laps pretty quick. Not 300 miles. Oh boy, 300 miles would be long. Because we're only doing like 150 miles here. So right now we're just kind of waiting out the yellow flag period. Looks like that will be coming here to an end. And we've got the 9 and the 61 are going to be your front row starters here for the restart. Looks like the 22 and the 16 are in the second row. Green flag is back out, and we are back underway here from the Bristol Motor Speedway. 9 car goes down the inside. Not able to make much happen there. Meanwhile, you've got... No. Oh, the 9 car gets spun to the inside fence. Any other cars with contact? Does not look like it. And we're getting very quickly here to the end of this first stage. Oh, the 16 goes around. I believe that was on his own, though. Might have gotten some help from the 54. Hard to really tell from that angle. And the yellow flag does come out yet again. I do not believe that ended the stage. So we're going to have a short shootout here for the end of the stage. And yeah, stages at Bristol, it's just kind of leading to a wreck fest to try and get those spots. Okay. Let's see what's going to happen here on this restart as we are ticking down the time. Looks like a lot of the guys towards the back half of the field are pitting. I would be hesitant to predict any of the front runners pitting here to try and gain track position late at the stage break, because right now those stage points are very valuable, especially if they can earn them now while the rest of the competition potentially is missing out on some, being further back in the pack. But right now, the 61 takes off from the lead spot, and he is going to go unchallenged here into turns 3 and 4, coming back to the start-finish line. Looks like the yellow flag may have... Yeah, the yellow flag comes out again, and once again, not the stage finish. Okay. This is going to be an interesting one. What is going to happen here? What could happen here? Because these guys are racing extremely hard. I mean, they are not cutting anybody any breaks right now, and they really should be. I mean, if they want to last the full 300 laps, oh yeah, it's been a wreck so far, but yeah. Okay, so it sounds like Brad K2 will be joining us up here in the booth here momentarily. The guy who's been in the booth with me for a lot of these. And oh, the 22 goes around on the restart. That is going to tags the front of the 8 car there. Meanwhile, it looks like the 61 will go on to lead that lap and come to the white flag in the stage. This is the last time through down the back straightaway. And oh, we got a pile up behind. That's going to prematurely end this stage as they go wrecking. And under the yellow flag, the 61 will come to take the checkered flag in the stage. And that will end stage number 1 here from the Bristol Motor Speedway. Okay, here we go. Getting the restart here at the end of the stage, and looks like Lone Ranger in the 0. Maybe that guy on the front row in the lead spot. Yes, it is. Lone Ranger in the 0 and Ty Phil there in the 9. We've seen Ty Phil up here a number of times in the 0. I think the only time we've really mentioned him has been getting tagged in some of these wrecks by being at the very back of the pack and just having nowhere to go. And now he's out front leading laps here, and that's just how quickly things can change here. And it looks like we are under yet another yellow flag for something back in the pack. Not sure what that one was for. Usually I've been able to see a blatant wreck in the back or something like that, but we have not seen that here. Okay, here we go. Restart back underway. It looks like the 20 car there stalls on the restart. Checking up who was that they checked up. Someone got absolutely messed up on this restart. The 54. And oh my, he is not going to be happy about that when and if he gets a chance to get back up to him before the restart. But the 61 has found his way to the race lead and is once again, as we've seen him a couple of times tonight, he is up front leading laps here at Bristol Speedway once again. 39 laps in the stage, and we've already clocked off about 7 of them. I believe this here is actually coming to the completion of lap number 8, possibly? No, it's either 7 or 8. But, yeah. Definitely seems to be a very quick-paced race here, despite... And, oh, wow. Uh-oh, we got a car on the outside fence. That could possibly pose a problem. Who is that? It is Lone Ranger, and he is rolling backwards down the track. I would almost anticipate that will almost get him booted from the race for sure. Oh, and he's back going forward. Okay, so it looks like it won't get him booted from the race. No, because I was referring to the game doing it, not them telling him to get out the lobby because he was going backwards. So I'm sure he was ghosted, but that is obviously something to worry about whenever you see a car back, doing stuff like that. But yeah, the 61 is now starting to distance himself from it, and it seems like once we got the first stage going, or once we got the second stage going, I mean, we have been, outside of that one kind of incident on the restart, been okay. There we go, though. Man, he's front two, though. Let's see. Who is that? It's Gator in the 08, and that's the 8 of the pole sitter. Outlaw there. Battling up for the race lead right now. So yeah, definitely a sloppy race to this point. Hopefully though it looks like it's right-siding itself here, just kind of naturally from how it's been handled. The guys are screwing their heads on straight here for this run. And we are actually seeing the 61 starting to get into some lap traffic here momentarily. The 16, that looks like. Spectate buzz. Why? Is something happening with the 22? Oh, uh-oh, we got the 20 around. That could possibly bring out the yellow flag, but yeah, I don't know, it doesn't really look like much is happening with Buzz. Maybe about to get passed by the 4, but I'm not sure what is up there. I know we did have that wreck. It does not look like it's actually brought out a game yellow, so looks like maybe it was contained to one car, and the game decided not to throw it, and obviously they aren't going to throw it if it's already self-cleaned itself. Or, I guess self-cleaned itself doesn't make sense, but you know what I mean. Because this is definitely a self-cleaning racetrack. And now, yep, looks like they have slowed down the pace, actually. So, manual yellow here. Let's see our first manual pit stops of the night. And I guess we can see how many of them. Oh, we see one car stays out. Looks like the 9 and 0 cars are going to stay out. I don't believe any others are. So here we go. Here comes Gator to pit road. So, question is going to be the difference between turns between 2 tires, 4 tires, and what possible adjustments may be made here to try and maybe gain that little bit of an edge you may be needing. Especially since the one long green flag run we've seen one car in particular, that 61, be able to pull out and get the lead, and the 61 will maintain that lead of the cars that came to pit road. Actually lose out spots to the 0 and 9, who both, oh, wait, no, did the 9 come to pit road at some point? No, it looks like they are catching back up to the 9. I'm not really sure what's going on. Looks like the 0 is rolling slow. Not really sure. Maybe a lap car? Here we go. We're getting doubled up. So it looks like the 9 car, though, will be your race leader. With the 61 on the outside here as we go back to... Is that back to the green flag already? I think that's the back... Yeah, that's the back stretch, so... Here we go. Coming off of turn 4. This time we should see them as they go through the restart zone. Accelerate here off the corner, and they're going. Let's see. Usually with a manual restart like this, some people are bound to get it right and others are bound to get it wrong, but I think it is more skillful to be good at these restarts than being good at the more kind of random ones when you have to take control from the AI car and there's potentially a little bit of a gap in the AI taking care of that. Oh, we got the 08 car there into the inside wall as the 22 is actually up now battling for the race lead. But yeah, that's going to be a bit of a bummer there for the 08 as he wrecks, but we are quickly counting these laps down. I mean, only about 15 and a half seconds each. 15 to 16 and a half each, I believe. So here we go, yep. And looks like, yep, another yellow flag. So yet another yellow flag will set us up for yet another interesting restart here towards the end of a stage. I wonder how important it is to Steven to get the sweep here in the stages versus just going out there and getting the track position to try and win this race, potentially. So here we go, getting ready to reload and get this thing ready to go. Looks like the 8 has now kind of been stuck mid-pack, so I believe there may have been, because there was some questions about who may have wall-ridden, whether it be accidental or intentional. Looks like there might have been something there in qualifying for the 8, which he does not have here. And oh, the 13 gets a bit of the apron, collects it. And the 8 car goes for a spin there. The 13, I mean, got a bit of the apron there. I don't know if I think I said the 08, but yeah. So now you've got the 54 looking to the inside on the 6, able to clear him pretty easily. And now the 54 is going to be trying to be the Toyota to get the lead and run away from the 22. Run away from the 22 he is trying to do, but I don't know if that's going to happen. 22 seems like he's got a very fast hot rod under him as well. And of course you've got the guy who dominated that one long run that we had, which is that number 61 of Stephen Light. Let's say coming to 9 laps to go on the stage, it's going to be a interesting one here as we get ready for the finish of the stage if we go caution-free at the end. If not, it's a toss-up for who wins this stage. It comes down to who cares for the stage the most, and it looks like we have a yellow flag. So this thing is going to come down to about a 5-lap shootout. Possibly less if we get an immediate yellow on the restart. Otherwise, we could very well see this stage end under the next yellow flag. So everybody, I believe, should be staying out. Now, maybe if you're further towards the back of the field, you stay out and you try and gain a lead here to try and essentially gain spots that way. But outside of that, I don't really see the benefit. The 61 here trying to get that race lead that I think he felt like he was going to have a shot at. No, the 61 into the inside wall along with 4 others on the restart. That may have, let's see, is that going to hand the stage win to Buzz, or is that going to be a manual yellow? Manual yellow, or game yellow, I mean, and no stage finish yet. Oh, okay. Seems like one of them may have accidentally unplugged his wheel. Which is, if you guys don't know what happens when you unplug a wheel, it essentially means your car goes straight, or however you were turning it at the time of unplugging it. Now, I don't know what happened to cause that. I don't know if he was trying to unplug like a phone or something that he had charged on the desk. Yeah, it seems like it was just an honest mistake, though. It wasn't really intentional. So, here we go. Back to the green flag. Let's get right up here. And, oh, the 61 gets checked up by the 20. That 20 seems to be having a lot of trouble with the restarts. I mean, I don't know if he's doing it intentionally to try and mess people up. But if so, he's doing a great job of it. Doing a great job of trying to keep these guys from doing it. And it looks like stage is over. That was the finish of the stage. King Buzz got it over Hyper NASCAR. So King Buzz with the stage win. Massive congratulations to him on that stage win. Definitely kind of fell his way with the way the yellows fell and who got taken out in them. Because it looks like a lot of those fast cars, the 54, the 61, got collected in it, and he was the fastest guy far enough up in the field to really make a shot at it. So, congratulations to the 22 on the stage win here. Of course, stage wins are a very fleeting style victory because really that's only the at most halfway point in the race, I would guess. So, we still got a lot of racing to go. So back to green flag racing here, and we are back underway. We got a little over 60 laps remaining in the race. Oh, that was a scary POV to have for that wreck, but pretty fortunate. I was just fumbling with the buttons trying to get through there. But that was a pretty big wreck, and it looks like we are not going to see a yellow flag for that one yet. Now, we may see a yellow flag later for something caused from that wreck, potentially either lap cars getting into each other, the leaders kind of wrecking their way into lap traffic, trying to pass them, especially if they end up side by side here. And especially if you factor in the argument of, oh, well, what happens if someone gets lagged into? 22 into the outside wall. 36 takes the lead. Man, this battle for the lead. I mean, I believe these two raced quite a bit outside of just this league, so I think there might be something a little personal with the aggression these two are giving each other. Though they're racing each other hard and clean, which is also why I feel like it's more than just two guys being aggressive and potentially making what you would normally consider to be stupid moves. Okay. Man, these front two, though. I mean, come on. How aggressive can you guys race each other for the lead here? Uh-oh. Sounded like my screen was lagging there for a moment. Hopefully everything's all good over on the screen for you guys. Yeah, it looked like it was just a momentary kind of spike of lag here. Hopefully that is all it was. It was momentary. But for the moment, it looks like it has cleaned out. And oh, the 20 is on pit road. I don't know if that was intentional or not. I was checking the stream for lag, and yeah, it looks like though the 20 has ended up on pit road. Let's see what's happened in our battle for the lead that we were watching before. I kind of went to check that. Looks like the 21 or not 21, sorry, the 61 of Stephen Light is starting to enter the picture. The big question mark, though, is what ends up happening between the 36 of Hyper NASCAR and King Buzz, if King Buzz gets back to him, and maybe this time is King Buzz a little bit less fair and a little bit more aggressive to try and get by him, knowing that the 61 is coming, and I think arguably the 61 has had the best car. I mean, he's, I would say, had a fairly unfortunate hand dealt his way, and all of a sudden he's right back up here battling for position. For the race lead position in particular. But yeah, right now, oh, and the two leaders crash! Looks like they got tangled up on that lap car, and that is going to almost certainly, yep, bring out the yellow flag. Two leaders, I talked about it, getting too aggressive, racing for that race lead, and ending up losing out to a few of the other guys who ended up getting a little bit of a benefit, you might even say, from this. Okay. So yeah, definitely a fun race so far. Hopefully you guys are definitely enjoying it. I know I certainly have been. If you guys are enjoying the live stream, of course, hit the like button, subscribe so you guys don't miss the next one, which I believe will be in like an hour and a half from now or so. But of course, we've still got a long way to go here. Okay, on stream, it's sounding like it's almost on a loop. Oh, it is on a loop themselves. But I hadn't put two and two together that my stream was lagged on a loop like that. Seems like it's okay, let me see if I can go in and clear out some space. Maybe I'm running out of storage? Seems kind of weird, but fixing itself? No, it's not. Okay. This is going to quickly put it cleared out. I'm not going to try to go through all these things. Well, likely I wasn't going to go through them for highlight reels in the future. There we go. Just going to try and delete those. That should hopefully help clear up some space on the on the stream. Apologize, guys. Yeah, I noticed that too. One second, guys. Bit of a technical difficulty here. Hopefully I have the picture back here momentarily. There we go. I believe that should be it fixed, so I'm going to go and just do a real quick double check. Just to make sure, because that was... yeah, there we go. So that looks like it's fixed now. Hopefully that'll stay fixed throughout the event. And now we can get back to talking about this race. So it looks like the 61 is still your race leader. Yes, 61 is the race leader. I have confirmation on that. Looks like 36 would be your second place driver. 13 is probably a lap car, considering I believe he was involved in one of those wrecks that didn't result in a yellow flag. As we're coming down towards about 30 to go, and 30 to go at Bristol is going to be absolutely lightning quick. So that is going to be a ton of fun. But yeah, going to be racing trucks at Michigan with the Cyber Truck Series here in a battle. Oh, we got a yellow flag. Looks like the 22 was involved in something there. Not really sure what happened. Just kind of saw it out the corner of my eye, someone spinning, and I saw the 22 sideways in front of the field, so my guess is he was the yellow. Looks like you got at least 10 cars on the lead lap. But yeah, definitely unfortunate that we have a yellow flag now, because that'll, as they always say, cautions breed cautions. We got a battle for the lead. No, we got a battle for second. Correction. Battle for second here between the 22 and the 36, making a lot of contact between themselves and the outside wall. One car low on the inside. I believe that was the 9 and maybe the 6 getting connected late. Though it looked like maybe parallel spins and just kind of one sliding into the other as opposed to one sliding and causing the other to wreck. So yeah, 25 laps to go here this time. Definitely a very fast-paced race so far. And they are putting on a blitzing pace. Just a question of, can they keep it up and keep it clean for the remaining 25 laps to maybe get it all the way green to the finish. We've definitely had an opportunity or two that we've dodged for potential yellows, so do we maybe land one here at some point pretty soon? The more shots you take, the more chance you land. So yeah, right now it looks like 36 trying to catch up to the race leader here in the 61. I believe he's even, I think he is running him down. Despite we've seen the 61 as one of the faster guys to this race. The 13 looks like he's recovering from a spin. Looks like a single car spin. Yeah, I imagine that 7 though is definitely probably glad he got out when he did. Though again, this has been a pretty interesting race once they dialed down the wrecking and actually started, racing here. Okay, here we go. So we got a lot of guys just kind of racing around here. Oh, the 18 swings low, comes back up in front of the 08. Well, it looks like the 08 maybe lifts just a little bit to allow him through. 6 car spun into the inside wall. How long can they keep up these near misses on yellows? Because they're taking a lot of shots at maybe getting a yellow, and so far they've managed to miss. But oh my, that looked like a near spin there for the 61, and that certainly would spell doom for the 36 behind him, because I don't know if 36 was going to be ready for a potential spin, though. Now that he's seen it, maybe he'll be ready this next time that the 61 goes through that corner to know that, hey, that's an opportunity I can exploit, get to his rear bumper, and maybe get him a little bit more loose, see what you can make happen there.
Sorry, I'm late.
Oh, you're here?
Yeah, he was at a power outage a couple minutes ago. They ended it off and then came back on, and it's like, ugh.
Okay, well, we've got about 22 laps to go, so... And the 9 car is spun out. No, that is the 0 car, sorry. The 0 car is spun out. It looks like he's re-entering the track. Oh, the 9 car was also spun out, okay. But it looks like it will not result in a manual yellow at the moment. Maybe... Oh, the 54 gets turned by the 18. Looks like maybe incidental contact, but I'd find that hard to believe. And oh, that piled up into a multi-car caution that will bring out the game yellow.
Can you invite me whenever you need it?
Yeah, I'm sending you the invite now.
Well, I commented in the Cup Race Festival.
Yep. Yeah, apologies about not being there.
Oh no, it was worse than
We've had 2 green flag runs today that were more than half a lap.
That's well.
Now, granted, those 2 green flag runs that were more than half a lap were about 15, 20, 25 laps each.
Ryan, we did predict this too. From Bristol.
That you'd go and get them all wound up from a Wreckfest style race right before heading to Bristol? Yeah.
Well, next week I've heard already what the next track is.
Oh boy. Lay it on me. How bad is the damage?
Well, it's Homestead next week.
Okay, that's not too bad. I thought you were going to say, like, Charlotte Road Course or something.
Here's the thing.
Because...
Well, let's see. They've never been Wreckfest before. Hopefully Homestead's on Wreckfest. Hopefully it's not.
Well, and that's kind of the big thing with Homestead is that the biggest thing you have to worry about, and it's something that you can really tell when it's intentional, is someone who just drives it way in too deep, every corner, always slides up into the outside wall with somebody. You know, the 8 car goes around in the back of the pack. It looks like the 20 is backed out, possibly, or slid down pit road. The 9 car also appears to be recovering from a spin as he is slow, but he's in the pack, so maybe not. Yeah, we got about 5 to go.
Hurry up, gang.
Oh, we got the 13 with contact in the outside wall. Definitely going to be a dash to the finish here. We don't have a yellow flag yet, and the 61, if we go caution-free, I don't see the 61 getting caught here as they come to complete lap 147.
Bro,
So here we go, rounding to complete 148, coming to 3 to go. 3 laps, so 3 more times around.
They're battling for second behind them. It's over.
Oh yeah, and these two, they were battling absolutely cutthroat for the lead earlier, and I also kind of like predicted it when I saw them earlier battling. The second time they were battling with the lead while Steven was catching them, I was like, okay, Buzz, the next time he gets to him, is going to be a little more aggressive because there's not as much gap this time. And instantly, the two of them get too wide. Ultimately ends up being 3 wide with a lap car, and the two of them wrecked. About 3 laps after I mentioned it, but here we go. Stephen Light goes on to win the race.
Oh, okay.
Race is over, I believe. Yep. Race is concluded here from the Bristol Motor Speedway.
Leave it to the last week. Bristol, it's a good track.
Well, I was really just worried about a late race yellow coming in and potentially, or a late race string of yellows coming in and changing up the running order a bunch. And then you end up having an unlikely group of guys going for the lead. So we got Hyper NASCAR in here. Who's Mr. Moisty?
That's Keegan.
Who?
That's Keegan.
Keegan.
Who's Keegan?
He's the one that finished third.
Yeah, third place finisher.
Hold on. I'll get Steven in here.
Okay. Okay, I thought Buzz finished third place there.
Nope, Keegan did.
Jesus.
Okay. Well, I guess since we got third place here, you want to start with third place, Brad or Andrew?
Everybody's in here.
I mean, that's a great idea,
Okay.
especially that, you know, I couldn't really watch the race because I had a power outage and then Dana wouldn't come back.
Oh yeah, true. So what's your gamer tag anyway, Moisty? Just because I didn't recognize the name when I saw it.
Keegan Meixner, 88.
Okay.
Yeah.
What car number were you?
18. Unsponsored.
Oh, okay. Oh, yep. There we go. I see it now. Yeah. Okay. Well, you definitely had an up and down night. Because I did see the 18 in a number of those kind of bigger wrecks, but you were just kind of on the bad hand of some of those.
Yeah, I just kind of got ran into a few times.
A few hundred times.
A few times. Yeah.
It's okay.
I think I was more correct with my guess, but you probably knew better than me. I mean, you were driving the 18.
It's okay. You're still alive, right?
But yeah, I'm still alive.
I was talking about
Okay.
Keegan, not you.
Oh. But yeah, so but definitely kind of sometimes you get dealt a few bad cards throughout the race, but it looks like ultimately it ended up being pretty good for you at the very end of it. Being able to get up there into third on that dash.
I'm pissed.
Yes, sir.
So you think you'll be able to carry this momentum into, I believe, Homestead next week is what I've heard?
Yeah, definitely. I'm going to win that race.
Well, hopefully.
I feel like there's
it's
going to
not
be a
like what
few
it
guys
was
in here
last
that are
week.
going to tell me that same story.
Yeah.
And one of them
But only
will
one
be
this
your race winner.
Oh, I'm sure. But, yeah, so congratulations on the third place finish, and hopefully we'll look forward to seeing you Friday, possibly, for the Cup race.
Yeah, well, I got to go piss, so yeah, see you guys later.
Okay, well, have a good night.
Yeah, peace.
And it's 8:30. Most of the kids have probably gone to bed, right? That would be watching the stream.
Hopefully. All I know is I got to take a leak.
Okay, well, moving on to the second place there, number 36, Hyper NASCAR.
Yeah, it was definitely an up and down night.
Yeah, up and down night. There was that one point
Say
where
that again.
you and, well, a couple of points there where you and the 22 were battling pretty hard for the lead. To be honest, kind of looked like you two raced each other a lot with the amount of almost respect it looked like you guys were giving each other while racing each other incredibly, like, to the 10th degree hard.
Yep. We've definitely raced over, I don't know, 3-4 different leagues.
Okay. And then kind of another thing I kind of predicted as we were going through the races, because I saw it brewing when you guys were battling for the lead for the second time, I believe. And you had our eventual race winner there coming up behind you. I was like, Buzz is not going to give as much as he was that last time. And then, lo and behold, I believe it was the 16 that you guys got caught up on and both wrecked.
Yeah, so
while going for the lead.
So basically, I was in the lead by almost a whole second there, and there was a wreck that happened with 3 cars in front of me, and I told Grizz, I said, get down, because I'm coming, and he just chose the high line where I was, and he put me in the wall, which got Buzz right back side by side, and he was just in front of us still, and he ended up almost losing it off the corner, which took my nose and hit into Buzz, and we wrecked.
Okay. Well, it definitely sounds like there was some issues with some of the lap cars, and it sounds like there was a lot of issues with a lot of over-aggression there in the first stage in particular. Looks like that kind of got toned down throughout the race, kind of.
Yeah.
I mean, I think we had 3 runs that were over 20 laps.
Yeah. A lot of people just weren't, like, listening, because we said multiple times, oh, don't go as hard.
You're at 11, go down to like 5 on the aggression.
Yeah.
Short track racing.
Yeah.
It is definitely short track racing. Do you think any of the tempers from tonight are going to spill over to either the Cup races coming Friday or the Homestead race next week?
See, I just ran this one because I knew I had a chance at running with Steven and Buzz. It's Bristol, and I'm good at the short track, so I chose this league over another league I run. So I'll be switching back to that league next week.
Okay, but for when it comes to the Cup race, you think that's going to give you some momentum though going into Bristol Cup?
Oh yeah,
on Friday
for sure. I know I'm pretty fast at both.
Okay, well, there was one guy faster than you tonight, though, at least based on the finishing position, and that would be
Mr. White.
Steven, right?
Yeah, I kind of got fucked. Let's just say that.
Okay, so you got a copy there, Steven?
I'm here.
Well, what is that now? 3 wins in a row? 2 wins in a row? I lost count.
I missed one in between there somewhere, but yeah, the last 2 or 3 times I've raced, I've won, and Hyper and I were pretty equal tonight. Buzz obviously definitely had the 3rd fastest car. On fresh tires.
Yeah, I mean, well, it was, I don't know, it looked like it was pretty close between the 2 of them. Problem is, anytime the 2 of them got side by side, it instantly cut their speed by about half because there would be tons of contact with the wall.
Yeah. Well, I mean, as far as fresh tires go, on new tires, me, Hyper, and Buzz and Dennis were by far the top 3 of the field. We were pretty equal for at least 4 to 5 laps on tires. I actually made some adjustments on my car that made my car better once we hit lap 10 and beyond. So all those long runs is where you see me built that small gap on Hyper, but it wasn't by much. I mean, we're talking half a tenth to a tenth a lap at most.
It was definitely not a big margin between the 3 of you.
Not at all. And for 3 to 5 laps, Hyper probably had a half tenth on me, and and that's because I think he had his car a little freer than mine. And I set mine up for more rear grip on exit just for the long run sake. And
an inch here, an inch there, pretty much.
Yeah, an inch here, an inch there. So it was a good race. All in all, from where I believe my last one I ran was this, where I won, and it was definitely much cleaner tonight. We had a lot of cautions, but a lot of those were set by the game on the relaxed cautions because before we didn't have that. We did all manual, and.
And it was also probably triggered by the, I think, 7 10-plus car wrecks that I saw in the back half of the field.
Yeah, the back half of the field's tough, and it's not all their fault either. I've been back there; it's not easy to maneuver in that because you got
Yeah, it's kind of
it's
just
kind
the
of the
case.
it's
I mean,
kind
I
of
saw
the
you do it a couple of times where you
yeah.
go 2, 3 wide through the corner, you clip a little bit of that apron on exit, and it just spins you around, and you take 2, 3, 4 cars with you. Then 4 or 5 more pile in.
Yeah,
There you go. You got a 9, 10 car
it's
wreck.
just an accordion effect. I mean, the leaders, the
Yep.
top 4 or 5 to 6 guys, you can predict what's going on, and when you see something happen, you can react to it. But once you get to eighth and back, when there's something going on that slows everybody up, it's an accordion effect. Everybody might
I saw
slow
a similar
down
type of
when they need to, but everybody else in the back can't react as fast, and that's what causes the problem.
Yeah, I saw a similar type of thing happening, I believe, at Auto Club and for sure Las Vegas, where someone would just about hit the wall and they'd have someone following on their rear bumper, and that would stack up a line of cars on a restart, causing some of those other yellows that we had, where we had lots of yellows early on in races, where guys would just about clip a wall, stack up an entire line, ultimately 2 or 3 cars wreck.
Yeah, the hardest part
Game
about this
throws
game,
yellow.
especially if you hit the apron, or more importantly, it's more about, especially the short tracks, when you get in the wall off the corner, it's really hard for
Oh
guys to
yeah, and it
keep
just
it.
grabs your car and just wants to hug it.
Well, not really. It's actually the opposite of that. When you get in the wall, the natural reaction is to turn left. And what happens is when your car finally
Yeah,
gets off the wall, because you've got wheel in it, it turns hard left. And that's what causes the incidents. If someone could learn to, when they bounce off the wall, they keep it against the wall. Don't turn left. Keep it up by the wall so they don't turn down across
yep.
the cars below them. That would create a lot less incidents. So it's tough.
Yeah,
This
now
stuff's
I've
tough.
had it sometimes where it'll do that, but other times where I'll hit the wall and it'll just, especially at Bristol, where it'll just grab my car and hug it and just hold it there, and it's like, let me out of this.
Yeah, it's tough. Short tracks are tough. But we have,
And
as a
it's not always the same thing
not
either.
always the same
Like,
thing.
one time it'll hug it, the next time you could do the exact same thing, and it'll send you flying to the inside wall.
Yeah, short tracks are tough on here. Everybody's trying to get everything to get, especially the last few restarts of the race. Nobody wants to give, and the problem with that is you make one mistake and nobody's given, and you slide up more than you should have, and then the next thing you know, you got 3 guys, three wide, and somebody's in the wall, somebody's on the apron, and we're all beating and banging. It makes it very tough.
Okay, and then do you think you'll be able to carry any of this momentum into Homestead next week, and potentially the Cup race at Bristol if you're going to be there this coming Friday? I know you mentioned not really sure what your Friday availability is going to be like.
I will be there this Friday, and then as far as Homestead's concerned, that's my best track on the game. Well, my second best track, so I look forward to it.
Okay, just curious, what is your best track then? If Homestead's your second best,
Darlington.
okay, that's a fun track.
That's a hard. It's probably the hardest track on the game, but I just have a feel for it, and there's a lot of little just nuances about that track that you just have to know. And when you figure it out, you can be super fast for a long time, especially on long runs. Know when to back the corner up, and where the speed's at.
Reminds me a lot of Homestead. I mean, just knowing how to handle that outside lane,
Yeah, well,
or even the inside lane to an extent.
yeah, Darlington's a more of a bottom track, but yeah, there's definitely some similarities.
Well, thank you for talking to us, and of course, congratulations on the race win.
Appreciate it.
I'm sure you're probably gonna go have a beer or two to celebrate.
I might just do that. I just bought my girl some sushi tonight. I think she's wanting me to eat with her, so I might go have a beer while we celebrate.
Okay, well, go celebrate.
Appreciate it.
Have a great night.
Hey, bruh.
Okay. Oh, and so that will conclude the coverage here from the Bristol Motor Speedway. Hopefully you guys did enjoy that. If you guys did, of course, leave a like on the stream. Thank you guys to the top 3 for giving us those great interviews, especially Stephen Light there, giving us some great insight towards a lot of racetracks and how to drive them. But I'll see you guys in the next video, live stream, or whatever you guys had to do with the rest of your night. If you guys are watching this live, I will be doing another race in about an hour at the Michigan International Speedway in the Truck Series for the Cyber Truck Series. So until then, I'll see you guys later. Goodbye.